Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never make it up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Armstrong Arena here at New Haven High School. And it's a hot ticket tonight as the New Haven Bulldogs take on the Blackhawk Christian Braves. I am Thad Goff along with Tim Atkinson. Gavin Wirt is running the camera tonight. And we've got two 2-0 squads taking the court tonight. And we're seeing some new faces on the court this year, especially for Blackhawk Christian. You think about what they lost last year. Kellen Pickett no longer playing for Blackhawk Christian. Bryce Sefton no longer there. Briggs Parton's still there, but it looks like he's playing off the bench, not starting tonight. But obviously you don't have the same size that Blackhawk Christian had last year. Pickett was 6'10". We remember Caleb First and what a dominant big man he was. So the Braves are still trying to find that big man down low, and yet they're 2-0 on the season with some pretty nice-looking wins against Mishawaka Marion and Northside.
Yeah, Blackhawk Christian, it's the most well-oiled machine we have in Northeast Indiana, Thad, with Coach Matt Roth taking over the helm for head coach Mark Davidson, who passed away. Of course, everyone knows the court is named after head coach Mark Davidson there. But, yeah, a lot of youth now on the Blackhawk Christian team. You know, it's hard to replace a 6'10 kid. I don't care the talent-wise. And Kellen Pickett just happened to be one of the better players in the state of Indiana who's at Wright State right now. But they have some outstanding young players. Thad does Blackhawk Christian. And, of course, Blackhawk Christian is a loaded squad, well-oiled machine in Class 3A due to success factor, but they are going to have their first true test here tonight against the New Haven Bulldogs, who are absolutely loaded this year, Thad.
And we will definitely talk about those New Haven Bulldogs in a little bit, but one of the things that stood out to me as I was doing my research for this game, Peyton Reinhardt, he's your leading scorer. He's a senior. Jaden O'Neal, averaging 14 points per game on the season for Blackhawk Christian. Those are two guys that were scoring in single digits last year. And I don't just mean single digits like 8 or 9 points per game. I'm talking low single digits. Now, a lot of that has to do with the talent that was in front of them. But they have stepped into the starting role, and so far they have taken that role and run with it.
Yeah, they outstanding returning players. Like I said, it just filters on through for Blackhawk Christian. They very rarely miss. But the big step up that I'm really excited to see is the transfer from 2 years ago from Homestead and Peyton Reinhardt. The kid is averaging, as you mentioned, about 22 points a contest through the first two. And if he gets going from deep, that he can hit them in bunches. And we all know about Bryce Lacrosse. Of course, his father, the old coach, he just stepped away down from the St. Francis job to obviously pay more attention and concentration on his kid. But Bryce Lacrosse, he's one that can hit 6-7 threes in a game, Thad. We saw him in MVP basketball as an 8th grader. I think it was 7 or 8 threes he hit in that ball game, had over 40 points. He is an outstanding player. And then, of course, Drake Sefton, the younger of the Seftons here, only one on the roster. It kind of feels weird at Blackhawk Christian with just one Sefton, but he's an inside-out guy, high athleticism. They got a great freshman class that they'll filter on through throughout the year into next year. This team's only going to be better next year, as they only have that 4 seniors on this roster. Unfortunately, for Coach Roth, Briggs Parton The D1 type caliber player has been dealing with the injuries. He's got a back injury that he's constantly been dealing with in his life. So we wish the best for Briggs to get back out on the floor to be able to get his value back up to that D1 level. But this is a well-rounded squad for Blackhawk Christian, lacking the size when New Haven may be able to take advantage of that with Dalen Jackson and Lavelle Ledbetter and company down low.
Yeah, speaking of that, these New Haven Bulldogs, a lot of the names on this roster, especially the guys that have been contributing the most so far this year, are names that you're probably familiar with. We've seen Tavar Baskerville play at a high level. So far, he's averaging 14 points per game. He is the leading scorer for the Bulldogs so far this year. Jadron Ezell, also a starter this year. He's a junior, and he's been a starter for, I believe, at least last year, maybe the last couple of years.
Last year was his breakout year, Thad.
13.5 points per game so far this year. Lavelle Ledbetter, he's been playing really well here at New Haven for the last couple of years. He's averaging 10 points a game. Now, Dalen Jackson may be a little newer to the starting lineup this season. So far, he's averaging 14 points per game. He's a senior, 6'5" forward, and so far he's filling the role pretty well.
Yeah, he's a highlight machine. I'm telling you, we've done 2 games here. I did the Woodland game 2 weeks ago, last week, and then just this past week in their blowout over Northrop. Dalen Jackson, he will get out on the break and he will hammer it home, as will Jadron Ezell. Dalen Jackson, he really brings that size and length down low. Lavelle Ledbetter brings the thickness and the know-how to play down low. He was always the tallest kid up to about his freshman year. All throughout middle school, he was a tall post. Now he plays inside and outside, but still uses his body for great control on the rebounds. He's an outstanding player.
Hey, you talked about the 2 wins that New Haven has. They were against Woodland and Northrop. I think we're still trying to figure out where Northrop is. It's a program that took a step forward last year under then second-year head coach Shane Merriman. But Woodland, that's been a team that's been very well coached under head coach John Baker for quite a number of years, especially recent years. So I think that win for New Haven, I think, was a bit of an eye-popper. You know, they win that game, they win it by such a large margin, and all of a sudden you think, hey, these Bulldogs are looking pretty good.
Yeah, and to Woodland's case, they are playing quite a few sophomores this year. I think they only ran out two seniors throughout the season, and when you lose Trey Yoder, I think he's at Indiana Tech now?
That might be correct.
Yeah, I mean, when you lose a 6'7" player like that, it's tough. But what I saw, Thad, was the defensive pressure for New Haven. They ramp up the full court pressure and trap all game long. They kind of remind you of the old UNLV team back in the day under Coach Tark, and they really get at you defensively. They get up and they want to make you feel uncomfortable. And when you have a player of the skill level of Shane Rogers-Smith, who comes off the bench here at New Haven, Thad, he had 6 steals off the bench in that first game against Woodland. He's an absolute ball-hawking player. And you're right about Northrop. Huge step a year ago, graduated a lot. They will be better than what they've shown against New Haven. I believe New Haven's going to do what they did against Northrop to a lot of teams this year.
You mentioned that 6-steal game for Roger Smith. He's averaging 3 steals on the season. Yeah. Dalen Jackson also averaging 3 steals on the season. So this is a group of guys, and dare I forget, Tavar Baskerville also averaging 3 steals a game on the season so far. This is a scrappy Bulldogs team, and it's a team that is, I'd say, well coached. Brandon Appleton's had a couple of different head coaching jobs. Yeah. Boys basketball team in Angola, girls basketball team in Angola, and so the purple and gold is certainly no stranger to him. He had that up in Angola, but he's had plenty of good career in his time over in way northeast Indiana before.
Yeah, and I'm telling you that he's got his kids believing. You can see it. They are 100% locked in with what Coach Appleton is teaching them and how hard they play. And speaking of Deuce Baskerville, Tavar, his nickname is Deuce. I made a little quib the other night. We should maybe rename him as Trey because he just knocks him down in bunches. But Deuce Baskerville hasn't really had to been counted on to really go score at a high level. He is so capable of being an over 20-point scorer, but this is such a well-rounded New Haven team. He doesn't have to do it. So watch tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at home. You'll see number 22, Deuce Baskerville. He will get everyone involved early. If they go down and they need a bucket, they will go to Baskerville, and he'll make it happen.
All right, we'll get a few words in from some of our sponsors.
Yeah.
It's because of our sponsors that we're able to do these games on Summit City Sports. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. And today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And it's that time of year again. Always 100 presents Holiday Hoops for boys and girls, grades K through 8. You'll get to work on dribbling, passing, shooting, and defense. And those camps will go from December 29th through the 31st. And then you get New Year's Day off and then pick things up on January 2nd. Morning sessions go from 9 to 11 a.m. Afternoon sessions 4 to 6 p.m. at the Parkview Sport One Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. For more information, call 260-444-2788 or go online to www.always100basketball.net/registration-1.
That's just some outstanding reading right there, Thad. Outstanding ability here with Thad Goff. One of the best of SummitCitySports.com. Thad, it's great to be with you here tonight.
Great to have you here, Tim. I've kind of had to practice on the fly with that the last few weeks. You know, that's one of our once-a-year readers. Yep. Not literally once a year. We'll read it up until the event comes up, of course. Yep. But it's just that time of year where we advertise for Holiday Hoops at Always 100. And, of course, Bernard Hollins, Keith Edmonds, they do such great work with the kids in this area. And a lot of girls basketball players, but some boys basketball players have come through there as well.
They got their Level Up program now.
Yeah, and I got to mention one particular name since we're here at New Haven, V.J. Beecham, the former Notre Dame Fighting Irish. He went through Always 100 basketball, and I think it benefited him very well, especially for his college career.
Yeah, the Notre Dame 4-year player. He's a businessman out in, I believe, Seattle now. He's going to do great work wherever he goes. V.J. Beecham, and I'm telling you, Thad, this type of team reminds me of Beecham's team, where they can beat anyone every single night. This may be the best roster I have seen at New Haven since the V.J. Beecham days.
Well, V.J. Beecham's out in Seattle. Maybe he makes his way around to Seattle Seahawks games or Seattle Mariners games. They're worth watching these days.
Oh, I'm very sure he is. He's a sports fanatic, no question about it. And Thad, I want to let the people know this run right here from New Haven, looking at their schedule, Thad. So Woodland Northrop, 2 blowout wins, 73-31 over Woodland, 78-42 over Northrop. Blackhawk Christian here tonight, their first real test. Then they go at Wayne and then host a very improved Belmont team. This is a tough stretch, and they are handling it well. But tonight it will be a real test for them to see if what they did against Northrop and Woodland was a fluke or this is what they're going to be.
No doubt about it. And that Wayne team, I had them on Wednesday night against the Leo Lions. They had their moments where they didn't quite look as good as what we've seen from Wayne in recent years, but they ultimately played great defense and turned those turnovers into points on a consistent basis. One thing which I think we will see a better job of this, that they probably would like to do better at, is a lot of missed shots around the rim. And that's one thing that I'm sure Wayne will get better at. They've certainly got plenty of talent. We're still trying to figure out exactly how good they are, but they're not short on talent at Wayne.
Yeah, unfortunately, at high school, you're stuck with who you graduate. They graduated the best class that they've had at Wayne High School in forever. So it's hard to replace that. Coach Brewer, Coach Patterson over there, Greg, they'll get them going at the highest level as we get after Christmas. But it's going to take time for Wayne and the youngsters, but they have a boatload of talent, as you saw the other night.
Well, we got the national anthem coming up here shortly, and then the starting lineups. We'll come back after this 1-minute break. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
And with that, we will have the introduction of the starting lineup, starting with the Blackhawk Christian Braves.
Shout out PA announcer Brandon Schuler.
And now your starting lineup for the New Haven Bulldogs. Number 1, a 6'3" senior, Jadrian Enzo. Number 5, a 6'5" senior, David Jackson. Number 22, a 6' junior, Jabbar Baskerville. Number 24, a 6'3" senior, DeMarcus Wright. And number 34, a 6'4" junior, Lamar Blackheader. The Bulldogs are coached by Brandon Appleton.
Those were the starting lineups here at New Haven High School. We are, of course, inside Armstrong Arena, and it's a hot ticket tonight. Now, we're never surprised to see Josh Ayen from Wayne TV. He makes his way around just about everywhere, like a lot of these TV guys do. Yep. We're not surprised to see the WNHE radio guys as well. But Brett Rump is also across the gym from us, right behind the scorer's table, calling this game for 1380 The Fan.
Yeah, this is definitely the hottest ticket here tonight. You have an outstanding battle in the SAC, the first doubleheader Friday. But that Snyder boys and Southside boys, that's going to be a good one over there at Kilmer Court as well, Thad.
No doubt about it. That's Jaron Matheny who's on the call out there at Kilmer. The girls' game was in action not long ago, and it was close last I checked. I don't know if there's been an update on that. Tipped in the air, and the Braves will win the opening tip. That's Peyton Reinhardt, the guard, who is the leading scorer coming into this game. He'll hand to Kyler Wood. And we get an early whistle. The clock did not start. Well, one of the scoreboard clocks did not start. The scoreboard to our left says 7 minutes, 52 seconds. The one to our right says 8 minutes.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before, where one's gone and one hasn't.
Yeah, I thought they were synced up.
They should be. That's kind of the key. So, yeah, we'll have to see what's going on. I don't know if that's a fixable issue. Here comes Athletic Director Nick Cunningham to survey and see what the issue is. I don't know, maybe a plug got unplugged, but, maybe all the lights are on, Thad, so I don't know.
Yeah, they just cut off the scoreboard to our left. The scoreboard to our right is still on. And now the scoreboard to our left is back on, and it's ticking down, or was ticking down. We're going to come back after a little 30-second break here.
Yeah. From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
My bad. I thought it was already set up.
We're back. Blackhawk Christian and New Haven scoreless right now, and right now they're still trying to figure out what's going on with the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's still 7:57 on the left, so the two scoreboards are not synced up. I'm not sure Like I said, I've never seen that before. I've seen them both not work, but I've never seen one actually tick down and one not. It looks like they're going to try to reset the clocks here. Some impatient folks here at Armstrong Arena waiting for this game. I've been waiting all day for it. And looks like, yeah, they shut this one off here on the left as A.D. Cunningham's over there trying to figure out. Yeah, I think they just need to reboot the whole system.
Yeah, they've shut off the scoreboard to our right as well. Hopefully that's just rebooting the scoreboard system.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, like I said, they've shut the system off, and we're going to go to a 40-second break here as we wait for things to come back.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Blackhawk Christian in New Haven waiting to start. Technically, they have started, but they're getting the scoreboards back up now.
Yeah, we saw the tip.
Yep. Yeah, the 8 seconds ran off the one clock, and it looks like now they've got them synced up. Both clocks are now showing 7:59, so I think they're going to have to reset both clocks. It was 7:52 on the one clock, so yeah, both clocks are running.
Good.
So there's some good news there.
But still no scores up there. Everything else, there we go. It looks like they're starting to auto-populate right now. But, yeah, I mean, they can play, but they're going to have some type of score shown here on the court, or the players aren't going to know where they're at. But they're going to roll with it and try to fix it on the fly, Thad.
So Blackhawk Christian will start with the basketball. Luckily, we can keep score.
Absolutely.
That ball is handed over to Bryce Lacrosse. His mid-ranger is good.
Yeah, he's a smooth-looking shooter, no question about it. Gym rat as a kid. He's seen a lot of gym time.
And now we do have the score. 2 points on the board for Blackhawk Christian. Nothing on the New Haven side, but this is their first possession of the game. Little turnaround shot, short. Rebound pulled down by the Braves. That's O'Neal. Jaden O'Neal with the jam. Get up there, young man.
How about that? I did not expect that, Thad. Hammered it home.
6'4", Jaden O'Neal. Not a starter last year, but he's taken advantage of his chance this year.
My goodness gracious. I mean, nobody was going to play down low.
Jackson gets free on the inside.
Yeah, he's been really a great bright spot for them for their first 2 games, Thad. He's a human highlight machine.
Dalen Jackson, a senior. I think it's his first year as a starter, if I'm not mistaken, but he's taken advantage of it. Drake Sefton got to start some last year as Ezell knocks that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, already Blackhawk Christian looks more poised with the ball against this New Haven pressure that's been wrecking havoc against their first 2 opponents.
Drake Sefton, a sophomore. As a freshman, he was teammates with his older brother, Bryce. Bryce and Gage, I do believe, were state champions in different seasons.
Here's Reinhardt. The kid can absolutely stroke it from deep. He transferred from Homestead after his sophomore year.
Feed. Sefton loses it on the way up, and it's off of him and out of bounds to New Haven.
Yeah, baseline referee saying it went off of his leg, and it will go New Haven basketball. A little token pressure from Reinhardt on Baskerville. They'll give it back to Baskerville to bring it up.
Yeah, they had Ledbetter as the ball handler there. Ledbetter's 6'4", plays mostly on the inside. Baskerville, tough catch, and he's fouled on the way up. That's going to be on Drake Sefton.
Yeah, got a lot of ball at first and then just swiped the arm right last minute and a foul. And Deuce Baskerville will go to the line. He's an outstanding floor general for Coach Appleton and these Bulldogs.
That's a first-team foul on either team in this game. And, of course, when you get to 5 fouls in a quarter, your opponent goes to double bonus right away. An early miss from Baskerville from the line.
Yeah, I saw an interview with Baskerville. You know, Coach Appleton, what he's pressing is no sloppy defensive possessions. It's nothing about offense. It's about no sloppy defensive possessions, and they're taking it to heart as New Haven.
Short, poked away, and then recovered by Kyler Wood.
There's another legacy at Blackhawk Christian. Had an older brother run through. Oh, good back cut.
Wide open, that was not Izell, that was O'Neal. Second chance, and now wide open is Lacrosse.
You can't leave him, Thad. There's no way. You cannot leave Bryce Lacrosse. He'll hit 9 to 10 threes if you let him get open.
Timeout called by New Haven. Well, while they take a timeout, I think we got a couple of replays that we can show you. First of all, here's the impressive jam by Jaden O'Neal. Replays brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Did you know O'Neal had these? Well, maybe you knew he had the ups, but we hadn't seen much of them until now.
That was impressive. Yeah, I mean, stuck behind the outstanding roster they had a year ago. Didn't see a lot of O'Neal. Saw him play some JV stuff prior to varsity games, but that was impressive right there.
And you'll see the three by Lacrosse here in a minute. Good second effort there. It might have been Sefton who got the offensive board, but then that little ball fake left Lacrosse open.
There's a handful of kids in our city that you cannot leave open. And I know he's only a sophomore, but I've seen Bryce Lacrosse hit bunches of threes since the 7th grade. The kid can absolutely stroke it, Thad.
5:54 left to go here in quarter number 1. Blackhawk Christian has scored on 3 of their first 4 possessions.
Yeah, the pressure hasn't bothered Blackhawk Christian at all, but New Haven's only got 1 bucket to be able to set up that press.
Just inside 6 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. As Ledbetter fakes it, feeds that one over to Izell. He'll pull up, and his shot won't go.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they react being down for the first time all year. It's 7-2 right now, about to be 9-2.
O'Neal puts it in.
Beautiful.
Closing in that time was Jackson, and O'Neal still able to score it. He's got 4 points already.
Yeah, just 2 players in scorer, him with 4, and Lacrosse with
Ledbetter.
15.
Check that, it's Wright, DeMarcus Wright.
He had a great game last game against Northrop, Thad, double-digit scorer.
Reinhardt with the feed to the corner. That's Sefton. O'Neal hasn't shot one from beyond the arc yet. Blackhawk Christian's only had 1 empty possession so far.
Yeah, with these shooters. Oh, good spacing from Reinhardt. They left
Wood
him
for
open.
3. Missed it. Offensive board. It's O'Neal.
Give it to Reinhardt again. He's not going to miss 2 in a row.
Reinhardt pulls up.
Oh,
that's
got
an
a
air ball.
piece.
Izell, the outlet, but it's too long. He was looking for Ledbetter. Now, Ledbetter's 6'4". He needed to be a few inches taller to catch that one.
Not a few, about a foot.
I thought for a moment that Blackhawk might be going to their bench, but they are not doing so yet.
Yeah.
That's Kyler Wood coming across the timeline.
Coach Roth plays it really tight to the vest, especially early in games unless there's foul trouble.
Reinhardt into the paint against the double team. Left-hander won't fall, but an offensive board. Was that Sefton?
It was.
Lefty goes and a foul.
And 1 opportunity for Kyler Wood here, Thad. Great job to keep it alive. And what I'm liking, what I'm seeing with Blackhawk Christian on the offensive end, moving without the basketball, back cuts, spacing. They've been very impressive in their offensive sets.
Lavelle Ledbetter called for that foul, and Wood will go to the free throw line. And his free throw rattles home.
Of course, Coach Matt Roth, one of the best shooters in Indiana basketball history there in Bloomington.
Little backdoor cut, and the shot falls for Baskerville.
Yeah, just mark that up. This may be the game where he's going to need to take over a little bit offensively.
Baskerville, the leading scorer for these Bulldogs, coming into play, and now we get a foul on the Bulldogs.
And I've seen both their games, Thad. It's been a quiet points from him. Nothing out of the realm of possibility. And this is a kid right here that's checking in, Thad, right now. And Shane Rogers-Smith would be a starter on most clubs. This kid is a thief on the defensive side of things.
He's averaged 3 steals so far this season as Wood puts it on the deck and finds O'Neal. O'Neal looks to drive. It's knocked away, and it's off O'Neal, and New Haven ball. That's Rogers-Smith who creates it.
I'm telling you, his length at a guard position is the difference. He's got great IQ, and his length is tremendous.
Tavar Baskerville running the point for New Haven. They get their second stop of the night via turnover. Offensive rebounds have been a key for Blackhawk Christian so far as Ledbetter tries to go to work.
Yeah,
just gets it to his L.
Blackhawk Christian doing a nice job just staying in front of the dribblers here, making it more difficult.
Jackson trying to go to work against O'Neal. 2 men on him, almost scored, couldn't put it home. And Lacrosse comes up with a loose ball. Sefton goes into some contact, and it's New Haven ball, it looks like. Student section doesn't agree.
They're not going to agree on anything that goes forward with the Braves, that's for sure.
3:21 left here in this first quarter.
At good pace. It was a choppy pace to start, obviously, with the scoreboard issues, but we're moving and shaking now.
Inbound goes to Kyler Wood. Wood able to find his man. That's Lacrosse. Lacrosse, the slip pass. This time New Haven able to defend it, and it's a jump ball. The arrow favors New Haven.
Yeah, once again, another back cut got him to the rim, Thad. Good job recovery defensively, though, to tie it up. But Blackhawk Christian, again, a well-oiled machine on offense. They know exactly their roles.
Well, New Haven's been able to get a couple of stops, back-to-back stops the last few possessions. They hadn't been doing that early on in the ball game, but maybe these last 2 stops help to boost their confidence. Jackson trying to go in. No. Battle for the board. Won by the Braves. O'Neal.
Showing some handles, too.
And here comes O'Neal through some traffic. Offensive foul. The basket won't count.
Lavelle Ledbetter, such a heady player. The kid has some of the highest IQ in the junior class in our area. Great job taking the charge there, Thad.
And we are seeing some good handle from Jaden O'Neal, but like you said, great job by Ledbetter on the interior. Bulldogs take over. They've gotten the stops on defense lately, but can they get the points to show for it? Marqualan Johnson, a 6'5" junior, will check in.
I believe this is his first game. I don't believe he played in the first 2 games, Thad.
Baskerville directs traffic. Little backdoor cut. That's Darion Cryer, the senior, in off the bench. Here's Ledbetter trying to go to work. Finds Cryer, fakes his man, and that's blocked by O'Neal.
That's his 3rd block already, Thad. Come on.
Whew. He's doing just about everything. 4 points, a big-time jam. We know he can handle the basketball.
Seen that.
Ledbetter going to fire, and he hits it.
Yeah, you can't let him get that type of rhythm on a catch off a pass. He will knock him in bunches if you give him that kind of rhythm.
Sefton hands it. And are we going to get foul? We are. Darion Cryer looks like he's going to be tagged with this foul.
And New Haven's going to have some of those type of too much contact on reaching in fouls throughout the season. Coach Appleton's not going to mind it. He does not want to take their aggressiveness away.
Inbound goes to Kyler Wood. O'Neal will get the screen and feed that one off. That's Lacrosse from way downtown, but it won't fall.
Good job by Ledbetter that time to come out to contest that shot.
It was Cryer who got the rebound, and he finds Roger Smith. Ledbetter backing in, draws a double team. Finds his man, and Johnson, Marqualan Johnson, pulls the Bulldogs within 1.
Just checked in about 2 possessions ago, gets a much-needed bucket. How about this little baby run from the Bulldogs to get back in it?
Less than 2 minutes to play. Little contact there drawn by Sefton. Check that, it's Lacrosse, and his shot won't fall, but there's Sefton, Drake Sefton, able to poke it in.
His first points of the game shows that athleticism.
Baskerville loses it on the way up.
That was O'Neal again, Thad, that knocked that away. And then look at Roger
Smith with a takeaway. Johnson, the ball fake, but he missed it. Baskerville trying to keep it alive, and he was fouled. We'll give a whole lot of credit to Baskerville for that hustle. It ultimately rewards him as he draws the foul.
Yeah, that foul on O'Neal, Thad, and that's his 2nd here in the first quarter.
Blackhawk Christian has 2 team fouls. We've got 1 minute and 8 seconds left, so you're not worried about the double bonus at this point, but O'Neal with 2 fouls, that sends him to the bench early.
Especially with him being really the tallest piece, him and Sefton.
Right now, Riker Knox has checked in for Blackhawk Christian. So I think you got Riker Knox and Kyler Wood on the floor at the same time.
Yeah, that Knox, another one of those outstanding sophomore players here for Coach Roth.
Dalen Jackson sets the screen. They get it to him. Jackson missed it. Johnson's there, and he puts it in.
Little bucket. garbage bucket there from Johnson. That's 2 of them. He's got 4 quick points.
1-point game once again. Johnson doing good work on the glass since he came in. Reinhardt gets the feed. He's scoreless up to this point. Blackhawk can hold for the final shot, but Reinhardt wants it right now, and he's got it.
That's a nasty pull-up right there from Peyton Reinhardt. That is unguardable right there.
Tavar Baskerville across the timeline. He is picked up by Peyton Reinhardt. Now New Haven can hold. 6 seconds. Tough shot. And they're going to call an offensive foul, I think.
Yeah, he was sitting there waiting. Was Riker Knox, who just checked in, was waiting for that charge. A good call by the baseline official. Looks like Baskerville a little bit shaken up on that contact. He's walking it off now.
4 seconds left, so Blackhawk Christian can get a shot off, but they'd probably have to go for a baseball-style pass to get a clean look.
And New Haven did get caught against Northrop a couple of times on long home run balls on the press. And, yeah, they've adjusted to that. They're keeping Dalen Jackson back deep now.
There's Peyton Reinhardt looking to inbound. There is Jackson on the other side of half court. They have reset the clock, meanwhile, to 4.9, so that was what the delay was for.
Yeah, Baskerville's playing center field now.
4 seconds left. Here comes Lacrosse. Gets it off from the volleyball line. That's an air ball. Not a bad look, all things considered. And Blackhawk Christian with a 3-point lead as we go to our first quarter break on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Well, we got a good one here at Armstrong Arena. It is a 16-13 lead for the Blackhawk Christian Braves, and Blackhawk Christian kind of gave the early punch, and then New Haven fought back, made it a 1-point game. Blackhawk with the answer toward the end.
Yeah, balanced scoring right now for both teams. For New Haven, you have 5 players that have scored, and that goes for the same for Blackhawk Christian.
Blackhawk Christian starts this second quarter with the basketball as Wood feeds that one off to Bryce Lacrosse.
Little two-man game here on the right side with Lacrosse and Sefton.
Sefton's got Johnson on him. Good look. And knocked it down, Bryce Lacrosse.
You cannot help off of Bryce Lacrosse. You can't.
Baskerville lost his footing and turned it over. And here comes Reinhardt the other way. He finds Lacrosse.
A near travel there.
I believe that's Lacrosse's first 3 of the game. Not the first one for Blackhawk, though. Reinhardt lets it fire, but comes up short.
That was Bryce Lacrosse's second 3, Thad. He's got 8 points right now.
Back to Ledbetter. Ledbetter trying to get inside. The leaner too strong.
And kids out there, watch Sefton. He rebounded that and kept that above his head.
Oh, Sefton's got a great look. He'll fire, but in and out. Johnson closed in at just the right time. Roger Smith coming down the floor. He's got Ledbetter. Blocked. Sefton denies him at the rim. And getting down the floor is Sefton, and he's fouled.
Yeah, it looks like Kyler Woods got a little hand. Hopefully it's just a jam. He's holding his right finger. Hopefully it's just a jam. Anybody that's played basketball, there's 2 things that you're guaranteed to happen. That is jammed fingers and rolled ankles. It's going to happen.
We do have a final from earlier today. Snyder defeated Southside 63-26.
That is on the girls' side.
That was close at halftime. Boys game just getting started over there at Kilmer.
Battle of the guards out there with Belcher not at Southside anymore. Snyder and Coach Raikkonen, their height may be able to take advantage of that ball game.
I think they've still got Keytron Pascal and Terrell Hogue over there. Of course, Quaylen Clopton graduated. Anthony Barnes is now at Northrop.
Lane Patterson, Xavier Wilson. Watch for those two as well for Snyder.
Sefton goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line.
He's got 4 points now, does Sefton.
Shane Rogers-Smith will come across the timeline. He looks for Johnson. Johnson's provided a little bit of a boost off the bench since he came in.
It's a little bit of a danger time right now.
Johnson with a tough one-handed catch, trying to get free and kind of throws up a no-look shot that doesn't go.
Yeah, they had the mismatch there size-wise. Good job recovery by the Braves.
Sefton had to hold on to that ball for life, and I mean that figuratively, of course. But Johnson was all over him. Still got Johnson guarding him as Reinhardt gets his feed with 6 minutes to go in quarter number 2. The feed to the outside, that's Wood. His older brother, Callan Wood, played both basketball and baseball at Blackhawk Christian. He had to play baseball, I believe, at St. Francis.
You're right.
Lacrosse draws the double team, just got it away.
The New Haven defense has ramped up a little bit on this possession. But
wide
they left
open three, and it's good.
Wow. Another
Riker
sophomore,
knocks.
Thad.
Riker knocks from downtown.
Jeez.
Tavar Baskerville trying to go to work against Knox. Into the paint, leans in, short. Battle for the board, picked up by Rogers-Smith. He fires, Johnson fakes, and scores.
Nice work there from Shane Rogers-Smith to keep that going. And how about Johnson with 6 points here coming off the bench?
New Haven's going to need a run here. Because they need to stop first as Lacrosse makes his move and finds Sefton. Sefton will feed that outside to Peyton Reinhardt. Reinhardt, the left-hander, and a foul.
Yeah, Reinhardt, nice baseline dribble drive and takes a little look at the bench. I don't know if the bench said something to him over there. Yeah, Coach Appleton's saying something to his bench. You need to keep quiet. You don't want to get any type of technical situation here. Peyton Reinhardt, his dad actually went to Dwenger. He's class of 97. He was a year below. Or was he 2 years? He was a year below. Quarterback there at Bishop Dwenger.
Reinhardt's got 4 points, make it 5.
The transfer from Homestead High School. We'll convert that in one.
27-15 in favor of Blackhawk Christian.
It's a good start to this second quarter by the Braves.
Rogers-Smith loses the ball, got it back. He's able to find Baskerville. DeMarcus Wright tries to get to the paint. Miguel Reyes, the mid-ranger.
That's his game, Thad. He's an absolute knockdown shooter, whether it be off a dribble or spot up from three.
Hand to Reinhardt. Coming up on 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Reinhardt lost it, and then Reyes lost it.
And I like the no call. It was kind of incidental contact. No one really fouled each other. It was just a collision. That's a good job on the no call. Little inbound on the end line. Watch for Reinhardt to pop out here. There it is.
Inbound to Reinhardt. He'll pull up. Hand in his face, short. A save attempt, and the ball goes out of bounds right in front of the student section. I think that was Knox who went after that one. It was.
Yep.
Riker Knox. 5'8" sophomore guard.
Yeah, good hustle by Knox. Ran out of room.
27-17 as Baskerville gets a screen from Jackson. Feeds that one over to Rogers-Smith.
Yeah, I was just thinking, when's Jadrian Nizell getting back in the ball game? He's at the
DeMarcus
scorer's
Wright.
table now.
He needed that one but couldn't knock it down as Lacrosse comes up with a board.
He hit 2 threes against Northrop, did right. He was in double-digit scoring.
Wood able to find Lacrosse. Outstanding freshman year. There goes Lacrosse. Count it.
He's
and
so
one.
Good. Thad, he is up next for Blackhawk Christian. I'm telling you what, he's got D1 eyes are starting to come look at this sophomore. He continues to get strength, as you've seen from a year ago. I mean, his arms are twice the size as they were when he was a freshman. This kid can absolute play. If he gets it on the deck and scores off the deck, he's unstoppable.
I've got him for 8 points so far in this game, and they have that same total here at the gym. 3:36 left. Lacrosse makes it a 3-point play. This is the biggest lead that Blackhawk Christian has had in this game. And again, they've still got a fairly young team, at least compared to last year. You know, that team that had Bryce Sefton and Kellen Pickett. So we're still trying to figure out how good they are. But this is a great start to this game for these Braves.
Yeah, big win against Northside on December the 2nd.
Jackson with the jam.
I'm telling you, he averages 2 dunks a ball game. He's up to 1 now in the first half.
Dalen Jackson held to just 4 points so far, but they need him to play at a high level if the Bulldogs are going to come back. Lacrosse trying to go to work on right. Check that, Ledbetter. Left-handed layup won't go, but another foul.
Yeah, Sefton, he's going to finish that a year from now or even later in that year with that left hand, his offhand, as he continues to gain strength.
Looked like it was a shooting foul, so Drake Sefton will go to the line. 2:56 left to go. Got an update from Northrop High School girls basketball. The Bruins lead Dwenger 16-13.
Dwenger hanging tough. And it's a senior-heavy team in the Northrop Lady Bruins.
And I know the Bruins have a whole lot of talent, but when you don't have a Miley Waring or a Nehemiah Anderson available like they did last year, it plays a role.
Yeah. That's a very good point, Thad.
I had their game against Belmont last year. That was a huge win. Waring and Anderson were all over the boards for the Lady Bruins in that game. Here's Miguel Reyes able to find Ledbetter. Oh, that was nearly a pickpocket. Instead, it's Baskerville who misses the 3, but an offensive board into Reyes' hands. Reyes wants the blow-by, but it's blocked. That's Lacrosse. The New Haven crowd wants a foul. They won't get it, but New Haven will keep the ball.
Yeah, no chance in heck that is a foul, Thad. That is clean as it gets. That's as clean as your setup.
I said New Haven crowd. There was one guy in the crowd who wanted it. Ledbetter for 3.
Big time 3 from Ledbetter. That's his second of this first half.
6 points total for Ledbetter. 2.5 to go. Sefton the dish to the corner. That's Knox.
Just 9 points in this quarter for New Haven, Thad.
Sefton wants the baseline and turns it over to Baskerville. He fires. Jackson with a man on him and a foul.
Smart foul by Rocker Knox because that was going to be a dunk to get this crowd going. That's a smart foul.
I think that's Knox's first foul. It's the first team foul against Blackhawk Christian this quarter. And it was on the shot, so Dalen Jackson goes to the line.
Yeah, 14 fouls now on the Braves. Good crowd on hand here, of course. Freezing cold Friday in New Haven, Indiana, just outside of Fort Wayne.
Well, it's toasty warm here in Armstrong Arena.
A little too warm. They could turn the air on, if you ask me.
Boy, you got to hit your free throws when you're trying to make a comeback. And you can get better at that as the game goes on, but you don't want to leave chances when you're at the line. That one goes. That's a 9-point lead for Blackhawk.
And 5 for Jackson.
Reinhardt. He had a Zell on him, and Reinhardt takes it to the cup. He was all alone.
Wow, I'm telling you. If you let Reinhardt get easy buckets at the cup, you're in for a long night.
Oh, doing it on the defensive end was Wood.
Great job playing that post and just timing it perfectly to get around the post player.
Reinhardt now with 7 points in the ballgame. Sefton was looking to fire. Now he dishes. A good look from the wing. That won't fall. And Ezell has the rebound.
This might be the most important minute and a half.
Reinhardt with the takeaway. He's got a chance, but it's blocked, and Ezell gets called for the foul.
Thad, I think he went up there to try to hammer that. He was looking to dunk that ball.
That's the way it looked. That's team foul number 5 on New Haven. And Reinhardt, he only stands in about 5'11". He used all 5 feet 11 inches to go up for that one, but now he'll go to the line.
That I swear he was trying to dunk that.
First one's good. Here's a look at the replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He wanted to dunk that thing. Izell wasn't having it.
Oh, I love it.
Reinhardt 2 for 2.
Now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe for the senior. You know, you got to give him credit. He transferred from Homestead a year ago. Didn't get a lot of playing time as his junior year with that loaded squad. But, boys, he's making the best of the start of his senior career.
You're going from one good basketball program to another when you're transferring from Homestead to Blackhawk Christian.
Two of the best, no doubt. This is where New Haven can take advantage against the smaller defenders.
Here's Ledbetter out on the wing, looking cross court for Reyes. Now, Reyes is 5'10". He had some ups on that pass. Jackson is there to set the screen for him. That's too tall and taken away by Lacrosse. He finds Sefton. Reyes swats it out.
Good hustle by Reyes not to give up on that play.
102, this 13-point lead for Blackhawk matches their largest of the game. It's just a 3-point game at the end of the first quarter. But Blackhawk Christian, I believe, has outscored New Haven 20-10 here in the second. Inbound goes to Kyler Wood.
That is correct, Thad.
Inside the final minute of the second quarter. Here's Lacrosse going for the deep three. No good. That's become more and more common in this area. Jackson with the outlet of the jam.
There's his second dunk that you're guaranteed to get from Dalen Jackson. We got a whole nother half to play, but that was a big bucket. They need to stop here, Thad.
7 points for Dalen in this game. And now Sefton going to work. And he just finishes that one.
That was silky. 10 points now, I show.
Johnson gets a screen from Jackson, goes to his left. It's a tough catch by Cryer. Looking for help. He finds it. Baskerville, foul before the shot. It won't count. Baskerville wants it, but the foul is called on the floor.
Yeah, Coach Appleton wants it too. I think it was the right call. They are giving a little bit more leeway this year in the high school level in the state of Indiana on some continuation. Oh, good
Loose
hands.
Ball picked up by Wood. Here comes Lacrosse. Can he finish? Draws the contact short on the shot. 4 seconds. That's a desperation shot. And another one going the other way, and that one almost went in. I don't even think New Haven needed to do that. I think they could have dribbled up a few more feet.
Yes.
At least go from half court if you're going to go for that.
Yeah, that quarter there, 22-12. Blackhawk Christian dominating that quarter, Thad.
It'll be a 10-minute halftime, so we'll come back after this 1 minute and 10-second break. You're watching high school boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We are back here at Armstrong Arena. It's the Blackhawk Christian Braves leading 38-25. In just a moment, we'll give you the first half scoring leaders, but first, a couple words from our sponsors. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana, we are LIUNA. And specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration, visit TJWindustrial.com. Well, Tim, I believe you've got the first half scoring leaders for us for both Blackhawk and New Haven.
Yeah, first quarter score was Blackhawk Christian 16-13 over New Haven, and then an outpouring of points, 22 points for Blackhawk Christian in that second quarter to 12 for New Haven. Leading scorers, we'll just give them to you all. For New Haven, Dalen Jackson leading the way with 7 points. Off the bench, Marquaylin Jackson with 6. Lavelle Ledbetter with a pair of threes for 6. And then you have 3 players with 2 points apiece in Reyes, Baskerville, and DeMarcus Wright. For Blackhawk Christian, leading scorer is Drake Septon with 10 points. You have Bryce Lacrosse and Peyton Reinhart both with 9. Jaden O'Neal with 4, and those came within the first half of the first quarter, Thad. He got fouled out with foul trouble with 2. Then you have 2 players with 3 points. That's Riker Knox and Kyler Wood. So that second quarter really propelled Blackhawk Christian to take a stranglehold of that lead with 13 points going into the break.
Yeah, Blackhawk Christian outscored New Haven by 10 points, if I'm not mistaken, in that second quarter. Now, we did see a lot of pressure from New Haven over the course of that first half, but Blackhawk Christian, for the most part, was able to handle it very well.
Yeah, they did an outstanding job. The main thing of why they're doing so good is because they're not giving New Haven buckets. New Haven's only got 25. It's hard to set up a press when you're not putting the ball in the bucket as an offensive team. So they haven't had a lot of opportunities to get their full court press set, and the ball movement and the player movement on the offensive side, once they do get in the half court for Blackhawk Christian, it's just been tremendous.
I was going to mention that New Haven, they like to get the ball into the painted area, but a lot of times when they've done that, they haven't had a whole lot of good looks. Blackhawk has defended the paint extremely well tonight.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been one player. They're bringing a second guy from the weak side. They're doubling down from the passer. They're doing it in all different angles. It isn't just one setup on the double team in the post. Yeah, because they are not getting a lot down low. Key for New Haven, they got to get Baskerville going, and Jadrian Azell has not scored in this ball game, Thad. They're going to have him have a breakout second half.
Got a little score update for you here. This is from Kilmer Court. Southside is leading Snyder 12-11 early on in that one, and that's still the case as the Archers just got a stop. Snyder did win the girls' basketball game, but right now it's the Archers trying to make it 2 years in a row against the Panthers. They beat them last year at Riker Gym, and now trying to go into Kilmer and knock off the Panthers this year. 38-25, Blackhawk Christian. Get a couple more words from our sponsors. Again, it is because of our sponsors that we are able to do all the games that we cover on SummitCitySports.com.
Yes,
online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. And Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government, whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation. Jolly Law Firm is the answer. 38-25. Now, New Haven has not beaten Blackhawk Christian since 2013. Ooh. Blackhawk Christian's had a really good program for a lot of that time, especially during the Mark Davidson years when they won 2 state championships. Matt Roth has continued that trend and won a state championship himself just a few years ago. So Blackhawk Christian has really dominated the series. I mean, you can call this a rivalry in the sense that the two schools aren't very far away from each other, but lately it's been a rivalry owned by the Braves.
Yeah, and for a very good reason. They have a tremendous, and I don't say that lightly, I know I say that word a lot, but their middle school that feeds directly into, most of these kids are Blackhawk Christian's kids from elementary into middle. They do such a great job with the youth at Blackhawk Christian. And involving them with the high school team. They have these events and things. They just do it absolutely right, Thad.
Another update from that Southside Snyder game. Southside still leading. It's now 16-14. That game still in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Who's at
Court from the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Blackhawk Christian with a 13-point lead over New Haven, and good time to tell you about what's coming up tomorrow on SummitCitySports.com. We will have more boys basketball, including the Northrop Bruins taking on the Anderson Indians, and that's an Anderson team that's been pretty good for a while. Looks like that's a 4:30 tip with Jaron Matheny on the call. You got Marion at Bishop Lures boys basketball, and my schedule here says 6:45, but when I checked the Lures website, it looked like that game was supposed to start at 2:30 in the afternoon. So not sure if there's been any change in that or if that's an actual evening start, but it's potentially an afternoon game instead of an evening game.
Yeah.
That's boys basketball again. And then Columbia City at Leo. Looking like a marquee matchup at this point in girls basketball. Yeah. Columbia City with just 2 losses. Leo went to 8-1 with their win against Garrett on Thursday night, and they're going to be taking on a team that has been really tough to beat. Columbia City under Amy Shearer has been good for quite some time, and they've been good enough to beat the Homesteads of the world in recent years as well.
Yeah, they're another one that's dealing with a lot of graduation. Of course, Addie Baxter at Butler, the all-time leading scorer at Columbia City. You lose her. They've graduated some of their best guards over the past 2 years, so a little bit of a I won't say lesser team, but not as an experienced roster that Coach Amy Shearer's had in the past. But she's so good, and that program's so good, they'll get back. There's no question. Fort Leo, they really surprised me when I'm watching them live. Leah Chappelle, the coach's kid, she's heading to play softball at the next level, but her handling ability, she rebounds and can push the ball at 6'3". She's a tremendous player in Leah Chappelle. And then the point guard, Mackenzie Collins, is outstanding.
Mackenzie Collins may be a point guard, but I don't know exactly what her wingspan is, but she can get her arms out and swat shots away like nobody's business, right, in addition to her shooting game. Now, Leah Chappelle, she's a coach's kid even on the softball field.
Right.
Her dad, Ben Chappelle, coaches a softball team. And you mentioned Addie Baxter. We know what a great basketball player she was and how she went to Butler for basketball, but she was also a great soccer player. She was a leading scorer on the pitch as a senior for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, and an outstanding track star as well. She's a three-sport athlete there at Columbia City and Eagle Land. And for you people out there that are listening, if you have not been to the campus of Columbia City, their new one that was built 5-6 years ago, whatever it was, it is an outstanding campus there at Columbia City.
And I think Trey Deckman may have already signed his letter of intent for college. Trey Deckman, a great baseball player from Columbia City, and I think he was either going to Grace or Indiana Wesleyan. I knew he had committed. I can't remember which of those Crossroads League schools he ended up going to.
Yeah, speaking of Grace, what an outstanding basketball season they're having. I think they're number 1 ranked in NAIA right now, and they have Sefton's older brother. They're at Grace.
I believe they've also got Cole Hayworth, the former Concordia cadet.
Yep. I think he's a redshirt sophomore now. A redshirt freshman.
It will be New Haven basketball to start as they get it into Ledbetter.
The start of this third quarter, so important for New Haven here.
Jackson able to get it, and he puts it in.
Nicely done to get Jackson going here to start the third quarter. He now has 9.
He's the leading scorer for these Bulldogs so far, as Wood works his way into the paint. He's got Roger Smith on him. Jackson got his hands on it, but it's recovered by Lacrosse. And Lacrosse looking to go to work on Ledbetter. Wood into the paint. Back to Lacrosse. Little 2-man game. Lacrosse missed the 3, and Ledbetter has the rebound for the Bulldogs.
Got numbers here.
Baskerville spinning in, loses it, trying to stay with it, and a foul. A foul on the Braves.
Oh, man, that was all ball. That's a tough call there on the Braves.
They call it on Reinhardt. That's his first. Inbound goes to Ledbetter. He was thinking about it. He's hit 2 threes already. A wide open Baskerville. No good. Jackson was fouled on the rebound try.
Yeah, Peyton Reinhardt trying to box out Jackson, his height and athleticism. That's not an easy box out.
Did they call that on O'Neal? Nope, Reinhardt, his second.
Yep.
Had it been on O'Neal, it would have been his third. Check that. Looks like he already does have 3. Is Zell the pull-up 3? No.
They need to get him going.
New Haven's had some good looks. Who touched that last? I think they said that New Haven did.
Yep, Baskerville got the last touch on that.
New Haven's had some good looks, but hasn't been able to knock it down. We saw a lot of impressive play from Jaden O'Neal, but because of the foul trouble, he hasn't been on the floor all that much.
Yep.
He's out there now. Got to pay attention to that 10-second clock, though, and Wood is able to beat that.
Yeah, Coach Appleton going with Shane Rogers-Smith here to start this second half.
Reinhardt into the paint. Left-hander. No. Jackson's right there.
Opportunity.
Baskerville coming down the floor. Is Zell back inside. Baskerville short. And down the floor come the Braves. It's Reinhardt. Oh, I thought that was a foul.
Oh, he hit him right on the elbow.
It's going to be Blackhawk Christian basketball, but I thought that Reinhardt was headed to the line as the visiting crowd shows their displeasure.
Well, because it was definitely the ball was last touched by Blackhawk Christian, but it kind of evens out because it should have been a foul.
Wood inbounds. Lacrosse wanted to hand that. Instead, he'll take it against Ledbetter. O'Neal loses it, and a foul. Oh, no, out of bounds. Or was there a foul? I thought I saw 2 different signals there. They're going to call the foul on Rogers-Smith.
That will send O'Neal to the line to shoot a pair. This is going to be his first trip to the charity stripe here tonight.
O'Neal had 4 early points, including a very impressive dunk in the first quarter. Ooh. And that one just crawls home.
Ooh. Shooter's touch.
Of course, right now I think we've also got some Indiana Tech women's hockey going on. Eric Hosmer on the call over there as the Warriors take on Aquinas. Missed free throw there. Zell with the box out. Jackson, 1 dribble. Off glass and in.
That ball did not hit the floor until Jackson had that little spin dribble. Great job by New Haven. We've seen it several times this year. They get the ball up the floor so well.
Blackhawk trying to go quick. Extra pass. Contested 3. Won't go.
Great job
and
by
Rogers-Smith
Jackson.
gets to it. Rogers-Smith, the Euro step. Missed it. Ledbetter. The reverse. Oh. That won't fall. And he missed the rebound.
Oh. It's just one of those nights right now offensively for New Haven. They've had so many go in and out.
Pull-up jumper, Reinhardt. That was blocked. And now Reinhardt wants a foul. Doesn't get it.
I mean, his hand was right on the forearm.
Zell ripped away. And now we're going to get another foul. No, jump ball. At least that looked like what the signal was.
Yeah, they call the jump ball. I like to see them let the players decide that. That wasn't a long enough tie-up, in my opinion. But that's why I sit up here and I'm not down there.
Yeah, it looked like Bryce Sefton had a clear pickpocket.
It sure did.
I saw LaShawn Green do that 2 nights ago against Leo.
The Wayne General.
The only returning starter for the Generals.
He's had a great year last year.
Wood will hand that one off to Reinhardt. O'Neal wanted to shoot it, instead hands it off. He's got an open look from 3. And he just knocks it down.
How about Jaden O'Neal coming out party here tonight?
Averaging 14 points per game on the season. Got him for 8 so far tonight. That was a tough shot by Baskerville.
Just his second bucket of the night. And got a steal.
Baskerville leaning in, and he will score. And now we've got the correct score up, 42-33.
Cut it to a single-digit deficit.
Oh, Rogers-Smith was harassing Wood there, but Wood's able to beat that 10-second clock. Reinhardt got it back and finds Sefton. Wood uses the screen from Sefton.
New Haven doing a really good job talking on these screens with each other.
4:26 and counting left to go in this third quarter. Sefton, the reverse, yes! Drake Sefton with his offhand.
That was crafty, Thad.
Baskerville blocked, but a foul on Wood. Drake Sefton, meanwhile, with 12 points in this ball game. Right now he is the leading scorer, but the scoring's been pretty balanced for the Braves.
Yeah, sure
has. Wood, who got called for the foul. It'll send Tavar Baskerville to the free throw line.
Baskerville with those 4 quick points. He's now at 6.
4:14 left to go. That was Wood's first foul of the game. First one goes.
Marqualan Johnson checks back in. Had great minutes off the bench in that first half, Thad.
He was a really good post player, really good defender as well. Even kept some plays alive for the Bulldogs.
Second quarter update there. Southside and Snyder. South up 22-18 in the second quarter.
Good start for those Archers. I mean, that's a guard-heavy team, and they were last year, but they are playing really well against Snyder. Baskerville 2 for 2 on that trip.
Now 8 points. 6 quick ones here in this third quarter.
Here comes Reinhardt. Check that Wood. A little behind the back dribble. And he'll give it to O'Neal. O'Neal able to get away from Baskerville. That pass almost got loose. Reinhardt able to recover. Lacrosse wants to make the spin move on Ledbetter. He didn't have a whole lot of space there, but Reinhardt, pull-up jumper short. He got his own rebound, contested shot, and that was Johnson. Baseball pass down the floor, and I think that was touched by the Braves before it went out. They were trying to set up Jackson down the floor. Sefton got a hand on it. He disrupted it, but he gives the ball back to New Haven.
See if they can get Ezell an open look to get something going.
They get one into Ledbetter.
There he is.
Ezell picked up by O'Neal. Baskerville, the feed to Johnson. Johnson will step out.
Just not enough movement on this set here.
Johnson leaning in, and he gets it to go.
Just using that size and length that to his advantage, scoring it. That's now, 8 points for Johnson off the bench.
That's what I've got him for. A wide open O'Neal. He's hit one already this quarter, but not that time. And here comes Baskerville down the floor through traffic, and he puts it home. Tavar Baskerville.
They pull within 5, Thad.
New Haven making a run here. Tavar's got 10.
Blackhawk Christian has scored 1 point through the first 7 minutes, through the first 5 minutes. Nope, 3, 6, 5 minutes, yes.
Bryce Lacrosse has it for Blackhawk Christian.
Had to take my shoes off to count that up real quick.
Lacrosse gets inside, shot won't go. Good hustle by O'Neal, and it's a jump ball. That's going to go to New Haven.
Yeah, that's a good call. He had the hand on the ball for sure, long enough. That's a good call.
I think that was Jackson who got in there for the Bulldogs. 2:36 left to go here in quarter number 3. New Haven's been down by as many as 13. They've never led in this game, but they've got a chance to make this a one-score game with any made field goal on this possession. Ledbetter double team, loses the ball. Lacrosse poked it away, but then Blackhawk turned it over, and a kickball has been called. They called it on the Braves, it looks like, or did they call it on Ledbetter?
They called it on Ledbetter. They're giving the ball to Blackhawk Christian, saying it was a kick ball, as Ledbetter was on the floor.
Well, now Johnson's going over to inbound. If this is Blackhawk Christian ball, then it shouldn't be Johnson inbounding. So they...
Yeah, no, they said if it was a kick on New Haven, it should be Blackhawk Christian ball, yeah?
It should be. Blackhawk Christian's 3 is blocked, and that's O'Neal. And that's a foul.
Lots of contact. Baskerville had contact on his shot as well.
It was Johnson who's going to get called for the foul on New Haven.
Hey, Coach Keith Edmonds always says you got to adjust to the referees as a player. The referees are going to call it how they want to call it. Good, bad, indifferent. You have to adjust to them, not the other way around. The players just have not adjusted well enough.
Woods guarded by Roger Smith. Wood with the shot short, but an offensive board. That was fearless by Sefton, and a foul on the floor.
No, he stepped on the end line, Thad. That's a turnover.
I didn't see that. I thought they were going to get Jackson for a foul on the deck, but New Haven takes over again.
I'll leave that one alone. I've already griped enough.
Coming up on 2 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Ledbetter with a man right on him. Roger Smith brings it back out. And now Baskerville fires. Too strong. And the Braves get a stop. Johnson lurking, and he forces the takeaway. And then Johnson gets fouled by Reinhardt.
Yeah, I think Reinhardt's going to get taken out now. Just a little too laziness with that ball coming up the floor. You know, when you only have 2 New Haven players in front of you, you got to expect people coming from behind. And, yep, he's going to get taken out. He's going to get coached up by Coach Roth over there.
That's his 3rd personal in this ball game. And New Haven with a chance to make this a 1-score game. They've been down as many as 13 tonight.
Mm-hmm. That was the halftime score.
Gets it out to Roger Smith. Jackson moves across the paint. And now Ledbetter will go inside. Got a smaller man on him, but he missed the shot. Lacrosse had it knocked away by Ledbetter. That's going to be Blackhawk ball. I think that was the right call.
Yeah, that was a good post move by Ledbetter. Just didn't finish it. Well, one player we have not seen tonight that we've seen in the previous 2 games is their outstanding freshman in Jayon Thomas for New Haven. He has not got any playing time here tonight.
Thomas is 6'5" freshman forward.
He's got to be 250, 260 too, Thad.
We haven't seen Jackson Price on the floor either. Oh, poked away. That's Baskerville. Baskerville to the rim. He scores.
Deuce Baskerville having an outstanding 3rd quarter, getting his club back in it.
With less than a minute to go, it's a 1-score game. Baskerville's got 12. Lacrosse is about to lose his footing, kept his dribble. Tough pass, and Wood is fouled. That's going to be on Zell, I believe. Zell's been held scoreless, and yet New Haven's still very much alive in this game.
Yeah, it tells you how well this roster is for New Haven when one of your leading scorers in the first 2 games, Zell's scoreless, and you're only down 3.
45.1 seconds.
But just 3 points. Now 4 points scored by Blackhawk Christian in this 3rd quarter.
That is Kyler Wood at the free throw line. I've got him for 4 points so far in this game.
Yep.
But the second one goes short. Zell gets it, and he'll come up the floor. Braves do get back on defense. Oh, Johnson wasn't ready for the pass at first. Missed the 3 ball. Wood secures it. Tough catch. Crowd wants a travel call on Sefton. They don't get it. Lacrosse with a contested 3. It's short. Baskerville gets his hands on it. 24 seconds. Baskerville able to avoid the turnover, but not for long.
Yeah,
into the hands of Sefton.
That's a tough pass for your big to handle.
Knox.
Yeah,
blocking foul.
Call. Yeah, Baskerville was already falling before the contact. The referee sees that 99.9% of the time. They're going to call a block foul.
How about that score? Southside up 9 at Kilmer Court.
Yeah, made a nice run to finish that second half. That did Southside.
New Haven had gotten this game as close as 3. They've been as close as 1 down. That was back in the first quarter. Mm-hmm. Wood, or rather Knox, gets his first free throw. Second one rims out. Recovered by the Braves with 11 seconds. They can add to this lead. O'Neal inside the three-point line. Knox to his right. 3 seconds. Loose ball. Lacrosse has to get up a wild one, and it won't go. Woo.
What a 3rd quarter by New Haven, climbing back into this, that only down by 5. 46-41 with 8 minutes remaining. Held Blackhawk Christian to 8 points in that 3rd quarter. Great defense from the Bulldogs.
We'll be right back in a minute to start the 4th on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, Let me cook. Never gave it. I I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God, let her cook. All this sauce.
We are ready to begin the fourth quarter here at Armstrong Arena in New Haven, Indiana. It is the Blackhawk Christian Braves leading 46-41 over the New Haven Bulldogs as we're ready to start the fourth quarter. Blackhawk will start with the basketball, it looks like. They've been up by as many as 13. New Haven got as close as 3 in the third quarter. Blackhawk was able to keep it no closer than that.
Yeah, Blackhawk Christian were defeated by New Haven in that third quarter, outscored in that third quarter 16-8.
Traveling is called on lacrosse. That Sefton jumper will not count.
Coach Roth wanted a hold foul.
Baskerville will bring it across the timeline for the Bulldogs.
Man-to-man defense throughout this ball game.
Here's Roger Smith with the floater, short. Roger Smith fights for it and then commits the foul.
Update from DeKalb. DeKalb hosting SAC in the north side. Legends, DeKalb up 27-25, Thad, start the third.
DeKalb under new leadership. I forget who the head coach is, but it was Marty Beasley, the former Carroll head coach, no longer with the team after last year. Hand off to O'Neal. O'Neal's got a lane, but that lane closes. It's Johnson, and he has it poked out, but Johnson stays with it. Just over 7 minutes to play and a 5-point lead for the Braves. Lob inside. That's off the rim, and Jackson couldn't corral it. Pass through traffic out to Wood. Wood looks to drive, gets into the paint. And he'll feed outside to Riker Knox. Sefton looks to attack. He'll hand that over to Kyler Wood.
Yeah, Ledbetter right now is daring Sefton to shoot the three. He's playing way off.
Matt Roth calls out the play, or calls out where he wants his guys to go on this play. That was nearly poked out by Baskerville. Lacrosse able to keep his dribble, and he's fouled.
Yeah, he got ball first, then arm second. That's a good call.
I think they got Rogers. Nope, they got Baskerville.
It's his third.
A couple of guys getting into foul trouble during this ball game. As Lacrosse misses the front end.
That's his first miss from the free throw line. Has not scored in the second half after dropping in 9 in the first half. Here comes Zell.
I believe Zell also has 3 fouls in this game. Second one goes, 6-point lead for the Braves.
And 10 now for Lacrosse.
I think Blackhawk only has 1 make from the field this half. None this quarter so far, but New Haven has yet to score here in the fourth as well. Ledbetter trying to change that, and he just drew a foul. It's on Lacrosse. They say he got him on the arm. And Ledbetter looks like he's going to the line. They said Wood. I thought the signal was 12. That's what they're showing here in the scoreboard.
Yeah, they put that up on the scoreboard, so it is on Lacrosse. Just his first.
Ledbetter tried to lean that one in, and it did not go.
He's got an old school game, does Lavelle Ledbetter.
That one's long. Sefton with the board. Ledbetter's only points in this game are a couple of threes. Izell was lurking.
Yep, and those were in the first half.
Oh, the dish to the corner. It's Lacrosse. Johnson knocks it into the Blackhawk bench.
They're going to inbound right in front of Coach Roth.
I think that went right to Jackson Gorey on that Blackhawk bench. Inbound goes to Kyler Wood. He's got a Zell on him. Knox with Roger Smith on him. Loose ball picked up by Jackson. Just gets it to Ledbetter. Johnson. Mid-range jumper at short.
Yeah, probably not the shot that New Haven wants.
New Haven still scoreless here in this fourth quarter. Knocked away by Johnson, but he touched it last. Comes right to Josh Ayen.
Important possession for this New Haven Bulldog defense. They cut it to within 3. It's back to 6 now. And this could balloon quick with a 3 ball from the Braves.
We know Lacrosse can hit those 3 balls. He catches the inbound. He's working on Johnson. And when you've had Johnson guarding you, it's a tough go of it tonight. That's touched out by New Haven, Shane Rogers-Smith. For New Haven, it'll be 5 days until their next game when they go on the road to play the Wayne Generals.
Yeah, it's just a different squad Blackhawk Christian is without their star point guard and Briggs Pardon. Still sitting on the bench over there. Looking dapper as well. Shout out to Pardon's stylist.
Feed to Lacrosse. Drake Sefton has it. He's looking to go to work. Loses his footing. Johnson going for it, and Matt Roth wants a timeout, and he gets it.
What a heads-up job by Coach Roth. Coach Appleton's got a gripe, though. Did he have full possession? But that's some gamesmanship right there from Coach Matt Roth.
I was going to say, I didn't think he did have possession. Well, Matt Roth able to save the possession. I'll show it to you here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Maybe a split second before he got possession.
You know, and it's hard. There is a delay between a coach calling a timeout, referee hearing it, and blowing the whistle. It never is going to be immediate. I mean, it's human nature. It takes a minute to hear it and then to blow the whistle. It usually takes a couple of seconds.
Looks like the DeKalb Barons have a 5-point lead in the third quarter over Northside. DeKalb under new leadership. Northside's also under new leadership.
Yep. New old leadership. Shabazz Khalik back as he went to a couple different schools over the past couple of years, back to Northside where he took them to a state title game with Keon Brooks Jr., Jalen Butts, Quarles, Kinney. They had an outstanding club.
Blackhawk Christian up 6, but nobody's been able to score here in the fourth quarter. And I don't know, it kind of seems like one of those quarters where maybe the first team to score ends up being the team that gets the momentum. Now, yeah. I hear announcers say stuff like that all the time, and it ends up not being true. But it just seems like one of those quarters.
Well, that's as an announcer, you just say a lot. Some stuff will come true, Thad. Yeah. Cover all your bases.
Sefton sets the screen.
And Reinhardt back into the ball game after getting sat down for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Each team has a foul this quarter inside 5 minutes to play. Reinhardt puts it in.
I think Coach Roth knows what he's doing. Took Reinhardt out, let him think about a couple of his mistakes. He gets right back into the ball game and scores it.
Miscommunication, but Roger Smith saves it. Baskerville drives.
Good hands.
Knocked away, and a foul. They call the foul on Sefton. Nope. Lacrosse, I believe.
Whew. That looked really clean.
They're saying it was on the shot. I tell you what, I didn't think Baskerville was going for a shot there. Well, he's at the line either way, and finally New Haven able to dent the scoreboard here in the fourth.
South and Snyder underway in that second half. Southside up 36-30 early in that third quarter.
2 for 2 goes Baskerville from the line.
Baskerville with 14 now.
Lacrosse just able to protect his dribble as Johnson was falling away. Here goes Sefton in the paint. Woo! With a little finger roll.
Beautiful take for Sefton, now with 14 points.
Roger Smith into the paint, slows down.
They had the back cut there with Baskerville, didn't see it.
They go back outside to Baskerville. Ledbetter directs traffic. That's Jackson, the pull-up, too strong.
Yeah, that's not the shot you want there.
Sefton comes down the floor. Roger Smith comes to guard him. And the handoff will go to Peyton Reinhardt. Inside 4 minutes to go. Reinhardt, the dish. O'Neal, the reverse won't go.
Yeah, I heard Coach Roth. That's exactly what I was going to say is O'Neal just needs to go strong on that same side. No reason for a reverse. There's only Jackson that's going to out-jump you.
Jackson
and he stepped out of bounds, yep.
3:36 to go in quarter number 4, and Blackhawk Christian will take over.
Full court pressure now, able to get set up. Oh, Reinhardt saw the opening. Smart.
Reinhardt, left-handed pass.
Roger
knocked away.
Smith.
Kept alive by Sefton.
Yeah, Roger Smith hustled back, or that was going to be a layup, Thad.
Sefton hands that back to Reinhardt. And Reinhardt into the paint. He's fouled.
Yeah, that's too much body on that dribble drive. Still far away from the double bonus.
Marqualan Johnson got called for that one. That's going to be his second, third-team foul against New Haven.
And just 2 on the Braves.
If you're Blackhawk Christian, this is where you want to have the basketball. Sefton goes for the corner 3. It's an air ball. Turns into a short possession, at least off the inbound it did. Johnson looks to attack, draws a crowd. Ledbetter hit 2 threes in the first quarter. Hasn't shot one since, I don't think.
He has not, and has not scored in the second half. That he's at 6 points.
We're inside 3 minutes to go. New Haven's down 3 scores technically. Baskerville couldn't finish, but he's fouled.
That's that added strength that Deuce Baskerville has added over the summer. That's able to get his shots up like that in traffic, where he was not able to do that a year ago.
That foul is on Kyler Wood, his third.
Yeah, Coach Appleton going.
I got to correct myself. It's his second.
Coach Appleton going with a little bit smaller line, or a larger lineup here with both Johnson and Jackson on the floor.
Blackhawk went to score pretty quickly after their last inbound moments ago and gave New Haven a chance. But 1 for 2 from the line goes Baskerville. That's Sefton with the board.
Baskerville now 5 of 6 from the charity stripe, Thad.
2:40 left to play. Blackhawk Christian with the ball and the lead. And, of course, there's no shot clock in Indiana high school basketball.
Yeah, you want to get your best shot possible here. You don't want to force it if you're the Braves. Oh, Baskerville nearly got that.
He almost did, and O'Neal comes up with the ball. Wood, contested jumper, and he hits it right over Ledbetter. Timeout.
Stuart Scott used to say, cool as the other side of the pillow. That was an outstanding little jumper.
Oh, Stu. I'm getting a reference from him as New Haven calls the timeout. I think it was New Haven who called the timeout, just their second use this game. And, yeah, the scoreboard shows it is their second timeout of the game. That's worth another look, though. Kyler Wood with the smooth jumper right over Ledbetter.
Yeah. Didn't rush it. Came to a stop, played off 2 feet. Defense backed up, just rises up, hits that. I shouldn't say rises up because he didn't even jump on that, but he nailed it.
Well, how about Southside up 40-34? They had the lead for a while in that game. Just going off how the score patterns have gone, seems like one of those games where Snyder has had a little bit of an answer, and then Southside answers back.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, Thad, without listening to our play-by-play, and Jaron over there does an outstanding job. That's what it's been looking like to me as I've been glancing at it periodically. 2 minutes here, Thad. This
Ledbetter.
Is huge.
Feed to Jackson. It's blocked, but the putback goes.
That was O'Neal's 4th block, but a good finish.
It's Ledbetter who scores it.
Finally gets a bucket in this second half. He's got 8 points now.
And less than 2 minutes to go in this ball game. As Peyton Reinhardt almost had it taken away. It's going to be Blackhawk ball.
New Haven, just a scrappy bunch. This is going to be a really good learning experience for them. You know, a lot of things just didn't go their way. They've missed a lot of bunnies, they have not hit a lot of threes at all. I have them for just 3 threes on the ball game. Check it, 2 threes on the ball game made.
That's going to be a foul on Darion Cryer.
That's going to be the 4th team foul, so 1 away from the double bonus. They want to inbound on the end line.
I talked about how New Haven's next game is at Wayne. Blackhawk Christian's next game will be at Penn over in Mishawaka. And then on the 13th, next Saturday, Max Prep says they're got a home game against Warsaw. I believe that game is actually at Grace College.
I can check.
Part of a little series of games that Grace tends to host this time of year.
That is at Grace College, correct? You are correct, Thad. December 13th.
Snyder will be there as well, taking on Chesterton.
Good
Peyton Reinhardt,
cut.
the feet inside, and Sefton puts it home.
Beautiful set by Blackhawk Christian. Sefton with the huge bucket to push that lead back to 11.
Baskerville long on the three, and O'Neal has it.
You don't need this here. You're up. You don't need that right there.
Here comes Johnson the other way. Inside the final minute, his left-hander doesn't fall.
Cryer
leaning in, blocked by O'Neal.
His fifth.
Had some foul trouble in the first half, but been a lot more active O'Neal has here in the second. Now Sefton takes it and puts it in.
They just left him, Thad.
Little hesitation from Sefton.
Wow.
Johnson, little desperation time as that three won't fall, and the Bulldogs knock it out.
Wow.
That's 4 straight points for Sefton.
Yeah, he's got 16. What a coming out party for Blackhawk Christian. Everybody was seeing how they were going to react against this defensive pressure. They've done an outstanding job.
Inbound goes to Lacrosse, and really all he needs to do is beat that 10-second clock, which he does. And now Blackhawk Christian can hold and maybe even force New Haven to foul here. That's about all New Haven can do. Ezel trying to steal it. Instead, Sefton dishes it out. Check that. That was Lacrosse. That's Sefton who's got the ball, and seems appropriate. He's had a great night. Down to 7 seconds, and Blackhawk Christian's going to win here in New Haven.
Just a huge, huge win, Thad.
Second road win of the season for Blackhawk Christian after they went into By-Hay Arena and knocked off Northside. They come to Armstrong Arena and beat New Haven by 11.
Yeah, an outstanding job. Jaden O'Neal defensively. He ended up with 8 points and 5 blocks. Drake Sefton, an outstanding job to lead all scorers for Blackhawk Christian Braves with 16. Peyton Reinhardt showing his capabilities. Didn't have the best second half, but that first half was outstanding for Peyton Reinhardt. He ended up with 11. So Coach Edmonds always talks about it, that if you could get 3 players in double-digit scoring each and every game, that is the main ingredient for winning success.
We'll be right back in 40 seconds, and then we do plan to announce our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, that is your final. The Blackhawk Christian Braves defeat the New Haven Bulldogs 57-46 here at Armstrong Arena. It's time to recognize our Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game. I think Tim, you and I are in agreement on this. Drake Sefton and Jaden O'Neal share the honors of player of the game. Sefton for his 16 points and O'Neal for the great defense he played in that second half.
Yeah, almost a double-double. Did have 8 points. He probably would have had a double-double if it wasn't for those 2 early fouls in that first quarter, Thad. But 5 blocks to go along with that 8. And they were huge down the stretch as well defensively for Jaden O'Neal and Drake Sefton. Just a well-balanced first half and second half. He was the leading scorer. So he was second on the squad in scoring in that first half, and then led them in scoring in that second half. So that's where. But this is a game that you could probably give it to 3 or 4 different players for Blackhawk Christian. It is what it is, but this is an absolutely big-time statement win for Blackhawk Christian as they go on the road at Penn, as Thad mentioned, on December the 8th. And New Haven, they go at Wayne on December the 10th. So 2 big battles for both of these clubs.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out how good Wayne is, but one thing that Wayne has, a couple of things that they have going for them. They've got quickness. They're scrappy on defense. They can make you turn the ball over and turn those turnovers into points. So that's what New Haven's going to have to watch out for. But I think one of the big stories of this game tonight, Blackhawk Christian was the smaller team.
Yeah.
And nonetheless,
by far,
they were able to control the basketball and really play great defense when New Haven had it.
Yeah, they did a great job on Jader and Ezell. I don't think he did not score in this ball game, did Ezell. That is a huge statement. As Ezell averaging almost 14 points in the first 2 games, for them to hold him to 0 tells you the kind of defensive chemistry that Blackhawk Christian has this year under Coach Matt Roth.
And as if to make the statement even bigger, Lavelle Ledbetter did have 8 points in this game, but only 2 of those points came in the paint. He thrives in the paint, and Blackhawk Christian did not let him go to work at all.
Yeah, they did a great job defensively around the perimeter and especially in the paint. Baskerville got it going in that second half. In that second half, he had 2 points at the half, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 points in that second half. They had to finish with 15. So Baskerville did what he had to do. We mentioned it in the pregame that he's the kid that will take over the game if they need buckets. But I put it more on Blackhawk Christian's defense, crowding Jader and Ezell, not giving it. I think he had really 2 good looks from deep, could not get out in transition that they've been thriving on through their first 2 games. That was the other thing. They did really well, Blackhawk Christian, in transition defense to limit those easy buckets.
Again, next game for Blackhawk Christian is at Penn over in Mishawaka. Next game for New Haven is at Wayne. That's Wednesday night, so 5 days from now. For now, this is Thad Goff along with Tim Atkinson and Gavin Wirtz saying so long from Armstrong Arena as the Blackhawk Christian Braves defeat the New Haven Bulldogs 57-46. You've been watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Good night from New Haven.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.